23. In the previous video, we have created the slabs for the first floor. The walls, columns, slabs, doors, windows, and the stairs have been modelled. Today, we will get acquainted with an interesting feature, Room Dividing Function Tool. With this tool, we will get the names of function spaces and their dimensions. This will be very convenient for room statistics, no matter how complex the shape. Moreover, for architecture, interiors, finishing layers, tiling. These are indispensable elements. With the Room tool, we can meet all these requirements. First, we select the Finish task. Select the Room tool. Then press this button to adjust the properties. A window with 3 tabs appears. 1. Point DIN 277 floor area. We can choose the parameters of the attributes and the function of space. Type of enclosure, closed or opened. Choose R or S as shown. Occupancy type. You will rely on the table and choose parameters accordingly. Example of usage area, USA. For area type, you can choose N if you want to calculate the net area and net volume values. Floor area attributes. You will choose according to the suitable type. Example, LI for the living space with comments below. Two, Finish tab. You will define the size as well as the finishing material to calculate the room volume correctly. Vertical coatings such as tiles, paints or soundproof coatings. Specifically, it will include the define of name thickness, material surface height, depending on the number of layers you delete or add to set. Ceiling covering. Normally, we will define the plaster ceiling. Besides, we also enter the thickness, surface, animation. And surface element in section or plan view. Floor covering. You enter the name of the floor layers, ceramic tiles for example. And select the thickness, type of surface in 3D view. Baseboard. You can click on Match to copy the created material. In addition to the room tool, we can create separate finishes such as floor, ceiling, vertical covering, baseboard. With these finishing layers, you can define details by the same named functions for the finished surface, like I created here. We will go to a file to create the rooms. Going back to the Finish tab in Room tool, we can match the elements as follows. Immediately, we get the finished layers, has same properties defined. The last one is Room tab. Regarding room attributes, we can set names for rooms and its function. Example, F1 and NHAXE. Additional text definition if necessary. User-defined attributes is the summary of all the attributes we have defined in previous steps. Room name, levels, abbreviation of design standard, finished materials, function. Height static box help us define the height of the room. We will set the top and bottom level assigned to the positioning planes. Choose OK. Next, select the points to specify room boundary. You can click each point or area detection method. We will set up the labels for the room. You can choose from the default label style with preset settings. We will choose to enter. Choose toggle buttons to define representation, show or not to show. Function, volume, area, parameter. Then you place a label in the desired position. You will create the entire functional space in the story respectively. As previous architecture lessons, we can use the wizard palette to store room templates. In addition to finishing layers, we also have furniture objects in each room space. We will create, store in this palette and reuse as the room modules for rooms with the same furniture. For example, the living room, you just drag and drop to the right position. Similar to the other rooms. After setting for room spaces, we get the following result. Regarding interior furniture object, I will introduce in the following lesson. So we have just used the room tool to define function for the floor space in one story, as well as save it for later. In the next lesson, I will introduce you to the next feature, to divide space vertically. Stories.